and good evening. Yes, we are back. We are back again in Train Sim, somewhere we haven't been for a couple of weeks. And yes, both on YouTube and on a stream. It's been a couple of weeks away. Last week on YouTube we had some trucking. This time it's back to some trains, and it's exploring a new route. Yes, West Coast Main Line, Trent Valley. Done nothing in this myself, as you can see. Already noticing that 3 people from my Discord community have got really good scores. Bob has scored 0, so that's my aim. Graham is on 821, and of course Larwood on 1000 on this first scenario that we're going to be doing. Class 350 EMU, not a DMU unfortunately. Drive a limited stop express between Rugby and Stafford with only one intermediate stop at Nuneaton. It's a typical wet spring day in the Midlands. That just about sums up the Midlands, doesn't it? We'll click on start. If you're new to my videos and you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. Train Sim may be taking a flip-flop position on a Wednesday with trucking, but we will see. I do really enjoy Train Sims. It may be that we'll carry on a Wednesday with trains. We did trucking last week, and we'll see what happens as to whether trucking returns next week or whether it's going to be more trains. On a Monday for me, though, it's something from OMSI, the bus simulator. And on a Friday, it's a bit of a switch around between Firm Bus, the coach simulator, and Tourist Bus. So plenty of content for me, including some other stuff coming up on other days as well. Could be some flight sim on a Saturday, and could be something random on Random Sunday. Games that don't normally fit the sim genre on a Sunday on the channel. And me live on Twitch, as I am now as I'm recording this, on a Friday night. And also a Saturday night. So plenty of content from me. Please do hit that subscribe little button thing. And good evening, Noz. So yeah, really do enjoy Train Sim. Great way for me to spend a Friday night. A bit of a chill out after a week at work. Noz has another new name. Yeah, how many new names can you have, Noz? That's 3 different profiles you appear to now have on Twitch. The man of many names. Well, you can subscribe under each name, Noz. I won't mind that at all if you want to do that. Driver, Birmingham service is ahead of us. We will follow this train into Rugby. Please proceed with caution. Okay, first things first, I think I might need some wipers on. Let's just change the view and put some lights on. That one there. And of course it's a train I don't like because it's got this stupid thing stuck in the way, but okay, we'll put up with that. Full brake is on. Reverser into well, forward. And let's move off. Single hand operation, quite like that already. 110 mile an hour speed limit. 4 miles to go to Rugby. And we've got what looks like a single yellow up there. So it did say we're following another train. So we will do that. And we'll speed up slowly. Yeah, not a bad interior. Not keen, as you know, on these ones where you've got to look for a letterbox. Mainly because there's a door there, isn't there? Quite like open trains. But quite nice. Have a proper look from the outside when we get to Rugby. So what's our plan? Pick up passengers from Rugby. Go to that place there I can't read. Go via some other place, Lichfield is that? And then pick up from Stafford. So a bit of a trek ahead. Why is that font that colour when you can't read it against the background? So due into Rugby at 9:05, our ETA is 9:06, so we are accelerating slowly. But I'm very cautious because of that single yellow. I don't want to get caught out by a red, because we are following another train. Train going another way. Well, they are quiet. I'll give them that as DMUs. So there's no way already that we're going to be scoring 1,000. That's going to be a thing. Anyone want to take bets on how long it's going to be before I lose points? Am I going to overshoot the runway? Runway? Overshoot the platform? Runway, whole different game. That's what I should be doing after this. So 2 miles to go. Still accelerating slowly. We just moved away from the Trent Valley. Yeah, not a bad part of the country. Somewhere I haven't really spent much time up there. Been through it. So about to undertake a freight train. Now a couple of scenarios on this map are freight related. Didn't really want to do those because they're going to be just whizzing along putting freight. Right, double yellows. And 1.7 miles to go. 100 mile an hour speed limit coming up, then a 40, then a 75. So we will attempt to slow down soon. As we approach Rugby, a little bit juddery there.
This is the limited stop service for crew calling at Rugby, Nuneaton, Stafford and crew only. The next stop is Rugby. Please remember to take all of your luggage and personal belongings with you when leaving the train.
That was quite cool. We got an announcer. I'm going to be speeding quite considerably. Right, there go my points. I don't think we're going to make it in time. Yeah, we're not going to stop. There's a little tiny bit of the carriage, I think, that might be on the platform. Yeah, people can get off. Look, that counts. Surely that counts. Some doors opened. People can get off. Normally, in Train Sim, I brake about 3 miles too early. I was very conscious of not doing that. I thought, no, I'm not going to brake early. I'm going to leave it, leave it to as late as I can. Well, at least I can get off. I didn't quite overshoot there. If you're in the very first car, you might have a bit of a run down here to get out in time. Right, well now I've got to brake a little bit earlier than that to make it. Don't. It's like slightly overshot. Yeah. These people are walking up. They're not going to get on because they haven't got long now. Come on, if you're getting on the train, you might want to run a little bit. Yeah. Would all passengers please make your way to the rearmost carriage? Thank you. Exactly. Even the freight train caught us up. No, see, he managed to get on. It's fine. Is he going to make it? I'm sure he's going to make it. Yeah, there you go. See, the passengers got on. That's definitely leaving it as late as I could for braking, isn't it? Right, we're going to have to get away soon, aren't we? I can't believe that. Right way drive. The next stop is Nuneaton. Okay. Right, off we go towards Nuneaton. 14 miles to go to Nuneaton. Wow, okay, so I start braking now, ready for Nuneaton? Right, while we're accelerating then, external view, we've got no inside view. I don't like it when it did that. Because you haven't modelled the interior of one of the carriages. Right, so yeah, I think your score's safe, Larwood, of 1,000, because I'm on minus 83 at the moment. Right, got a green light. £100-mile-an-hour limit. I'll put the throttle on max, quite like that. Yeah, as I said, not my favourite type of trains. I do like a DMU. Not such a big fan of an EMU. I don't like the fact we've got this restricted view, which I know exactly as it is in reality, but I do like to look across there. There is inside view. Press right and left arrows from the cab view. Oh yeah. Okay, so there is an inside view. Oh, hang on, that's not me. There we go.
Emergency information is displayed throughout this train for your safety. Please take time to read this information and report anything suspicious to a member of the onboard staff.
Yeah, emergency information. You might need that with my driving. Yeah, there's an idiot at the controls that doesn't know how to drive a train. Can someone please alert the authorities? I like those little announcers though. That's a good touch. Accelerates quite well. Not bad as far as modelling is concerned.
Oh yeah.
Bogey Boy 3010. 2010 3010, however you're pronouncing it. Thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Alright, 75 limit coming up down here. Very cautious of the fact it's a flat track, but it is coasting along quite nicely. So we'll attempt to just slow it down slowly, just so we're back down to that 75. Oh, we catch up on that freight train again. Oh, it does sound nice. You get a freight train. Was that class 66? It was something like that, I think. Ooh, hello. Hello, Monsieur Chaos. How are we doing, sir? Cheeky screenshot for the win. Right, make sure we stay below that 75, and then we're back to 100 again. More freight. Definitely a bit of a freight line this. I like that. Up to 110 stretch down here. Let's give it the max. Green light. Bit of a canal running down the side. Quite nicely done. Yay! Chaos has got his mod sorted. Awesome. Shouldn't have to do a complete reinstall then, Chaos. That's good. Chaos has just bought a new PC and is having issues. Well, apart from the issues he's normally got, but he has to put up with those. PC related issues. Actually sounds quite nice. As nice as an electric can sound. You do have issues. Right, 101. This could be the fastest we've been in Train Sim for a long time. It's whipping along quite nicely. Another train coming the other way. Oh, leaving a little canal boat on the canal there. 107. 108, a little bit juddery this. 109. We'll back off. Six miles to go. Right. So I'm going to start slowing down about 2 miles. Because I don't want to overrun the station again. But it goes well. I'll give it that. It does go well. Just wish my PC did. Oh, right, okay, we'll do 110, which is the speed limit. I'll just back it off a little tiny bit. So we're due in at 9:17. Our ETA is 9:17, so we're doing okay so far. It's going to go wrong when I try and brake for the station. If you've just joined, this is the West Coast Main Line Trent Valley. I'm doing the first scenario in the little Class 350? Class 350. Off to somewhere. Don't be discouraged and overcompensate for the last stop. In my experience, these trains develop random traction faults. I've had a dragging service break on many occasions. Oh, yay. Just what I need is a random fault. Well, 2 miles is probably a bit excessive to start. I'll maybe do 1.5 miles. We're going to get the announcer soon, aren't we? Which I think is a really cool feature. Another train. Certainly busy line. I like that. Some of the other ones we've done, I have commented that there's not enough other traffic on the tracks. But we've certainly seen a few already. We've only been going 20 minutes. Right, 2.69. Pretty sure this thing's running on my SSD. I don't know why it's running so lumpy. I really must sort a streaming rig out. One day. Right, 2.1 miles. Right, I'm bottling it. I'm slowing down. It's quite a demanding route. Demanding. Well, one of those words. It's quite a taxing route on my PC. There's a lot going on, I think.
This is the limited stop service for crew. Calling at Nuneaton, Stafford and crew only. The next stop is Nuneaton. Please remember to take all of your luggage and personal belongings with you when leaving the train.
I like that. That is brilliant. That's a really cool touch, having that in there. Right, non-eaten. Oh, the way she pronounced it though, it sounded like she said non-eaten. Alright, I'm not going to overrun this time. We're going to be like 30 seconds late. I can live with that, I think. Yeah, the announcement's a really good touch. I like that. Right, we're not overrunning this time. About a minute late in the end. And all the trains on the platform, which is a plus. Never run out of platform. I see I can do this. This is easy. Light is good as well. When you go past the signal point the other way, you can see the glow in the cab. Yeah, it does seem really well done. Nice. This is about a 45-minute scenario. There's a 65-minute as well, which is, I think, is the one we'll do after this one. So we'll do those 2 scenarios this evening. Timeliness penalty. Yeah, I'm back in the plus on points. Go via Litchfield down fast. I'll try and go fast. $19 miles to Litchfield down. So a bit of a trek on ahead of us now. Now, this theory, there should be an announcer now when we've left the station reminding people where we're going. You'd think that would be the case, wouldn't you? Going, you're on board the doobly doobly doo, going to thingamajig. Right, straight up to 110 limit. Off towards Litchfield. So go via Litchfield down fast and pick up passengers from Stafford. That's all we've got left to do on this one. Oh, freight train. I actually do quite like the way it sounds. Sounds like it's accelerating and about to take off. Or is it because I've been doing too much X-Plane? I realise it sounds like that. It's definitely got that momentum sort of sound going to it. Another train coming the other way. Yeah, I like this. $98, $99. That's $100. Never been to Crewe, somewhere did plan on going last year to go to the Heritage Centre. Somewhere hopefully over the next few months I will attempt to get to, because they've got an APT there. Really want to have a look at that. Right, 100 limit coming up down here, and then a 90. Just when I start to pick up a bit of pace. So we'll back it off amongst the juddering and bring it back down to 100. Hang on, is that a yellow? The APT and train seems brilliant. Didn't realise it was in here somewhere. Even the sound of the compressor kicking in there. That was quite cool. Right, 90 limit, which we're under that. And then back to 105. I'm guessing 90 limits because of that bend. Still got greens. Yeah, there's a couple of pretty tight bends through there. Alright. Back to a 105, then up to a 110. Yeah, I'll have to check them out, Johnny. I do want to get more UK routes. I do like doing train sim in the UK because I can sort of relate to the locations more. Lara today mentioned one coming out of North London, which I think I'll have to have a look at. But yeah, if you are watching this on YouTube, why am I slowing down? Why am I slowing down? I haven't missed an AWS warning. Okay, train. I didn't run a red or anything, did I? And those greens. Why is it applied the brakes? Dragging service brake, perchance. I've got a warning light up here. Okay, how do I get rid of that warning then? What does that say? Dragging service brake. Check the monitor to my right. Ugh, how am I supposed to read that? Stop. Ensure the three arrangements in place. Ensure the throttle brake lever is in the brake position. Rotate the reverser switch to neutral position. Return the reverse switch to forward position. Does it go out? Yes, it does. Well, I didn't want a light chaos. I just got a dragging service brake, but thankfully that display is quite handy. Thank you for that, Johnny. Telling me how to correct it. This one I was whipping along quite nicely. Then I thought for a second I had run a light or something, or I'd missed an AWS warning, but that would come up here. So it wasn't me in that instance. It's good that there is that sort of random fault, but as long as it's something you can correct in the cab and then you get to know it. But it is a pain because it will make you late. If you're going along and you're doing well for time, and all of a sudden that makes you late, it's like, ugh. So when I fail this route, I can blame that. It's definitely my excuse already. I've got it. It's in the bag. It's done. like a footballer or a Formula 1 driver. Get your excuses there ready. It's definitely graphics hungry, this. I'm only recording and streaming at 30 FPS, but it's taken it out of my machine. Right, now we're getting back to speed with a bit of judder. Watch we get reduced speed limit now. Just as we get back to a decent bit of speed. Right, 10 miles to Litchfield down fast. Still got greens. Yeah, I can see it's really resourceful intensive. So yeah, if you're seeing stuttering on YouTube, it isn't you. It's this route. Definitely a spring day, isn't it? We've got flooded fields and stuff over here. That's really good effect. I like that. More trains going the other way. That's brilliant. So 8 miles to go to Litchfield. Yeah, I would have to look at sorting out my old PC. Basically, I could use as a streaming / recording rig and take the pressure off my normal gaming rig. I'll have to try and work out the logistics of doing that. Not an easy thing to do. Right, 110. Bring it back down again. 7 miles to go. Oh, juddery. So yeah, we have got this view. A couple of views actually inside. 3 views. That's quite cool. You can hear the crackling from the pantograph. Yeah, I thought I could hear something. So yeah, really well detailed. Yeah, you can. She's back. You can see the sparking, look. That's pretty cool. And you can hear it as well. Oh, about to overtake another freight train. I've slowed down a little bit. So we've got no ETA time for the Litchfield down fast. So, overtaking the freight train. So there is a couple of freight, well there are a couple of freight scenarios for this, but they're just going to be trundling along for like 40 minutes, not stopping. At least here we slightly overran the first station, made it okay on the second one, and we'll see if third time's a charm. And then we'll do another scenario after this one. We're going slightly uphill. .9 miles to go for Lichfield down fast. That confused me. I thought I was looking the wrong way. I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, quite well detailed inside. I did like that dragging. We knew we had a fault up there from the dragging service brake, and we had to read over here on how to correct it. That was pretty cool. And that's our destination display that's on the side. I don't want to press the buttons because we end up going to somewhere completely different. Joke, by the way. So 2.5 miles to Lichfield down fast, and our last stop then is going to be pick up passengers from Stafford, arriving at 9:45. So 13 minutes to go. So the rain's actually stopped. I don't know why I've got the wiper on. Let me turn the wiper off. There we go. A wiper on for no reason. We have now got a nice spring day. Here's Lichfield down fast coming up. Speed limit's actually stayed quite high. We're taking another freight train. It's definitely cool the amount of traffic there is on the tracks. I do like that. But it's definitely power hungry. It's certainly making my GPU work for its money. Alright, backing off. Alright, Lichfield down fast coming up. Now. And then there we go. So Stafford platform 3 in 17 miles. Petey boy, good evening. I am doing really, really well. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing okay. Another train coming the other way. Just in case you didn't spot that, obviously, you know, pointing out the obvious as I do. Still getting greens. So we're due at 9:45:01. Our estimate is 9:46. Or broken any more trains yet? Well, I just had a fault on this one. But it wasn't my fault. Ha! It wasn't my fault. Get it? It was nothing I did. If you are watching and you haven't already, the link is there to join the Discord server. If you're watching this on YouTube, then I will put the link in the description below as always. Do please check it out. If you're a Discord user, it's a really good community. Do need a few more people in the Discord server though to be a bit more vocal. So join the Discord server and don't be afraid of jumping in and saying hello. Don't be afraid of posting stuff. We don't bite. Well, Chaos does occasionally, but you know, we've told him about that. 14 miles to go. I'm actually quite liking this train. Even though it is electric. The master of wordplay. I think sarcasm it's been called, but you know, I wouldn't say wordplay. You only bite when you're hungry, Chaos. Another train up ahead. Wow, this is packed. This is what I want to see. I want to see this on other lines. Are there any other lines out there where there's this much traffic? Because that's really, really cool. That's obviously a stopping service, or frequent stopping service. We're just flying past. And yeah, a bit of shameless plug there. If you have got Amazon Prime, don't forget with Amazon Prime you get a free Twitch Prime subscription. Doesn't cost you anything. If you've got one and you're wondering what to do with it, then you could always throw it my way. It is appreciated. Thank you very much. See, another one. Blimey, this is packed. You go, see, Nightbot's an important service unless you're Tux, and Tux hates Nightbot. Right, Rugeley coming up. We haven't got to stop there though. We've got 10 miles to go to Stafford. PD Boy, well, wow, okay, thank you very much, PD Boy. You're on a 1 month streak. Subscribe for 2 months now. Thank you very much. Was that a reminder then, PD Boy? Thank you. Do really appreciate that. You can get this much traffic on any line. You just need to hunt around for scenarios people have made. Oh, okay. Because it does make a difference having a load of traffic. As long as it's stuff like this where it's coming the other way or you can overtake it. Yeah, it's the only pain. I used to set myself a reminder on my phone every month to renew a trip subscription I used to do. I can't subscribe to myself, which is a shame. But yeah, thank you, PD. Much appreciated. Yeah, I think my subscription numbers go up and down. On when did I last stream? Sunday. I reached the most number of subscribers I've ever had, and since then I've lost a couple. As people's subscriptions run out and they forget to redo them. Right. So we've got a speed limit change coming up. Down to 85. Okay, that's reminding me of that. Double yellows. I'm not slowing down fast enough. 7 miles to go to Stafford. I do really like the fact this is that single-handed operation. Train. Right, flashing yellow. Then down to a 65. That arrow means I'm going to change track, I'm guessing. Not seen that sort of signal before. They're national speed limit signs though. Single yellow. Yes, next one could be red, but I'm changing track over to here. And then back to a 90. And there we go. Freight train coming through. So we're off the main line now. I can't even speak. We're off the main line now by the looks of things. Out onto a bit of a branch going towards Stafford. We got a green. And 5 miles to go. Yeah, if you're looking for the route, it's like, well, I've only been using it for 45 minutes. But already I really like the way it works with the announcers and things. There's a lot of traffic on it. West Coast Main Line, Trent Valley it's called. So you can give it a hunt in Steam. And it was a birthday present for me. And yeah, a rather nice one it is too. Hi Graham, how are we doing, sir? Four miles to go. Milford Junction down fast. So you should get the announcer soon then, saying the next stop is Stafford. And then we'll do grab another scenario and do another one. Bong. Shouldn't need to slow down quite so early for this one because we're going a little bit slower than we were for the last one. I'm expecting a reduced speed limit. I can't see us coming into Stafford at 90. And the rain started again. Yay. Okay, that's the unload. That's the wipers. Got nearly open the doors then. Another train coming the other way. So yeah, 75 coming up down here. Didn't think we'd come all the way into Stafford. Flat out at 90. Right, that's pre-warning us of the speed limit change, I'm guessing. Two miles to go. Give it a little bit of break. Yeah, then we got a 25, then a 40. So it's definitely a case of slow it down as we come into Stafford. Wow, that's causing some issues. Alright, I'm going to keep slowing it down now.
This is the limited stop service for crew. Calling at Stafford and crew only. The next stop is Stafford. Please remember to take all of your luggage and personal belongings with you when leaving the train.
That is pretty cool having that announced. It's a shame we're not taking it all the way to crew, mind. So yeah, coming past the freight train. Yeah, I do like those announcements. First time I've heard that in Train Sim. Reminds me of being in OMSI. Right, so we're under the 25. Changing tracks by the looks of things. And it's a rainy day in Stafford. I'm guessing we're going over there, next to the freight train. Okay, maybe not. Crusher UK, no, haven't got the extra memory yet. I don't think extra memory would actually help me with this. I think it's GPU or CPU. red up ahead. And to a stop we come. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived in Stafford. Please depart here for anywhere that includes Stafford. Trent Valley is a bit of a laggy route. Yeah, I found that out, Graham. It's very, very laggy. But enjoyable. Well, that was scenario 1. We'll do another one. Enjoyed that. Went really quickly. Most likely CPU. Well, as Graham said, his route's laggy. Well done, you completed your run successfully. Another drive will take the train forward from crew. I wanted to do that. Why didn't it let me do that? I scored 488. Yeah, that was a thing that. Right, let's go back down to Trent Valley then, and pick another one. Not the Isle of Widget. Trent Valley. Down Polesworth. Polesworth station is the only served by a single service train in a down direction per day. Today we drive that train from Rugby as far as Stafford. We've just been to Stafford though. I don't want to go back to Stafford again. Take charge of a class 350 one 4-car unit. Approach to Rugby and proceed towards Stafford with stopping service. A warmer summer day. Are they all just going towards Stafford? Is that it? Drive limited service from Stafford to Rugby. It's not so busy down West Coast Mainland. At least the sun is shining. Should we do that one? Let's do that one. We'll do that one with a bit of a sunny day. We'll stay with the same train, but at least the sun will be out. So yeah, we'll do this this next scenario, and then call it a day. So another 50-minute run ahead of us. That's the Gatwick Express. Wouldn't say very express-like. In a class 73. That looks old and diseasely. Yeah, it does seem to be a bit of a laggy route. I don't think it was all my PC. I think it could be the route. There's quite a lot going on, so I imagine it's quite power hungry. Saw that the other day when I did the train sim video that went out last week. Matsuhara line. That looks interesting. Right, good afternoon. It's a beautiful day on the West Coast main line, but the line is as busy as ever. Please await the train ahead to clear the next section and then proceed onto Stafford Station. Have a nice day. Have a nice day, y'all. So back in the same truck. That's better. Look at that. Lovely. Sunny, blue skies. We like that. That'll do us. A bit of blue sky. So what have we got to do here then? So we've only got 4 things here. Stafford, Nuneaton, Rugby, and go via Kitsbury something up Main. Yeah, exactly. Have a nice day, y'all. 73 can drive electric or diesel. Oh, nice. It's a hybrid. Right. Off we go then. Stafford platform 1 in 1.98 miles. This is coming from the other way we just came from then. So we've got a single yellow. So there's a train ahead of us. Oh, that sounded nice. At least we've got a nice summer's day this time. I don't want to go too quick because we've only got 1 point something miles to go. It's quite nice having the complexity, and when you master it, it's great. Like what was the class 319, the Armstrong Powerhouse one? Pain in the backside at first, but once you get the hang of it, really satisfying. Like anything, like I'm going through with X-Plane at the moment. which if any of you watched anything of the stream last week, 3.5-hour stream just to get a plane from East Midlands Airport to Dublin. That's complexity. Right, so when we come to Stafford, 1.1 miles to go, and then a multitude of speed limits going the other way. So you've got a 40, then a 25, so at least that means you've got to slow down. But yeah, that is quite laggy. I will have to look at setting up that gaming rig, because at least that will take some of the pressure off this. So it hasn't got to do two things.
This is the limited stop service for London Euston, calling at Stafford, Nuneaton, Rugby and London Euston only. The next stop is Stafford. Please remember to take all of your luggage and personal belongings with you when leaving the train.
That is really nice. I like that. Right, 40 limit coming up. And then down to a 25. Which I'm not going to be slowed down in time for. Ooh, just about speeding. Roughly on time as well. I'm sure that won't last. And there we go, as PD did earlier on. Used it as a reminder. Don't forget, if you have got Twitch Prime, you do get if you have got Amazon Prime, you get free Twitch Prime subscription with your Amazon Prime subscription. It doesn't cost you a penny, but you can use it to help support the channel. Right, so that's Stafford, and then what is it? Nuneaton, Rugby, and then go via Kilsby Tunnel up Main. So we're going to be whizzing along on a go via, and then it's going to end the scenario. We'll see. Providing we don't end up running a red light or something between now and then. You never know. Anything can happen. And while you're there, you can always subscribe to I can't talk today. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. There's a link to it there as well. Where, if you're watching this on YouTube, you may already have subscribed. If you have, then thank you. Right, 110 mile an hour limit coming up. 36 miles to go to Nuneaton. Hi, caramba. Okay, we're going to be a lot of whizzing through the countryside now then. Yeah, it's a bit long between stops, really. I don't mind routes with like 4 or 5 miles between stops, but 30 odd? But it's really well detailed. I do like that. So I don't know why he's waiting there. Was I causing the... There's another train down there, I'm guessing. Is he waiting, or is that just parked up? That's a lot of tracks here. A lot of those obviously not used by the looks of things, those sidings over there. That is really cool. Alright, back down to a 75. Or back down, up from 25 to a 75 up here. And then we've got a 90. So the sign's changed. Yeah, we're going to London Euston this time. I just spotted that. Never imagined these sort of trains doing these journeys though. I always imagined these things being more rural and not long distance. 36 miles between platforms, between stations. Quite a bit of distance, really. Right, up to a 90. We didn't even get to a 75 yet. Definitely do really like the way it sounds. Right, I bet what's going to happen is we'll get 100 limit, then we'll get 110 limit, and then we'll get that brake failure thing, which will stop us, because it's going to happen, isn't it? It's not going to be plain sailing all the way to Nuneaton. Plunge it, Chewy. We're hitting the max. On my line, which is my line is 185, which is essentially the diesely version of that train, and that goes from Manchester Airport to Cleethorpes. Never been to Cleethorpes. Probably one of those seaside destinations just full of old people. Am I right? Old people and people in shell suits. Right, we've got to slow down. Oh, didn't that sound nice on tick over? Diesel. Oh god, you've woken Sam up now by saying airport. Cue the music. Airport. Yeah, I'm not going to travel all the way to Cleethorpes just for fish and chips. Bit of a long way to go. Oh, he stopped dissing us old people. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot Chaos was in the house as well. Everything's really run down. What are we talking about? Chaos again? Yeah, evening, Sam. Sam, by the way, one of the two guys with the patience of... he should be knighted or something. After his patience on last Sunday's stream, trying to get us to start that damn 738, and we're going to try it again this Sunday, but this time with an MD-80. And also the best fish and chips in England are in Whitby. I've heard there's some good fish and chip shops in Whitby, but again, it does mean travelling to Whitby. Bit of a trek from Wiltshire. Right, 110 coming up now, which is just what we want. Then we can go punch it, Chewy. I don't know why I came back in tunnel view, because of that tunnel. But yeah, really liking the train. So I'm not normally a fan of electrics, but quite like this because it sounds nice. No, not good. The greatest. Oh, I see. It's official, is it? So if I look up, if I Google fish and chips, there'll be a picture of a guy on the seafront at Whitby with fish and chips eating out a newspaper. Right, 110 limit coming up. Once we get past this little 90 section. Right, 100. Now we can go punch it, Chewy. The Magpie is that good. I refuse to have any chip shop food outside of Whitby. Wow. Google the Magpie Cafe. Someone will now, you realise that, either watching on YouTube or watching the stream. Someone will Google the Magpie Cafe in Whitby. Other cafes are available, which is not as good apparently. So just about at our speed limit, 110 is what it says up there. Maximum speed 110 or 106. No fault lights on this time. That's all nice and clear. We like that. Don't need the wipers on. I really do like the fact there's a lot of other traffic on this. Don't like the fact that it's as laggy as hell. Right, still got 27 miles to go till we get to Nuneaton. Does give us a chance to look at the map, which is rather nice. That's a power station, or was a power station. What power station would that be? Where we just left? Rugby. Don't know. Don't know power stations up this neck of the woods. But nice to see it in there. You can tell it's a spring day. Look, actually you can't so much this one. No, I thought it was a flooded field. It's not, it's a river. Don't mind me. But it's looking rather nice, even with the fact it is a little bit laggy. Train Sim really does look a lot better than I remember. Still the lag though, and still not as pretty as Train Sim World. Not much is really. Yeah, I will want to do some more in Train Sim World. Haven't done everything in the journeys that I've had. I did do the Somerset one on streams before, but I wouldn't mind going back and look at that. I quite like the Great Western one on Train Sim World as well. So I really must look at those. What happens when Sam goes to Chippy outside Whitby? Nuneaton. Eh? I don't think Sam can go to a Chippy. He's just not allowed in. He has to stand outside the door. Oh, I get that now. Sorry, yes, I've just got it. It's been a long week. Yeah, if you haven't joined the Discord server, those two are in it. So there's a good enough reason there not to join the Discord server. So slow. No, I'm doing 107. Badumtish. Right, 22 miles to go. And yeah, so far, quite like this route. I do wish I'd have done a freight one now though, because that does sound nice. Knowing there's these distances between the I can't think. Platforms, stations. That's the word I was thinking of. I should have done a freight. And I've also just realised, looking down at my right hand, that I bought a new mouse this week, and it's still sat in its box to my left hand side. I looked down and thought, that's my old mouse. I haven't even plugged it in yet. Right, bit of overtaking going on. What mouse did I get? I don't know. G5 Logitech. Logitech? Is it Logitech? I can't remember. Oh, I was just knocked things about. It's a Logitech G502 Hero. Which is still sat in his box to my left hand side. I'll attempt to plug it in at some point tomorrow. I do like all these trains. Look at that. Busy lines. 19 miles to go to Nuneaton. Well, charming's one word, I suppose, Sam. Well, yeah, I can almost hear Chaos saying that. Charming? Really? But obviously in a, yeah, just got off my tractor sort of accent. Yeah, again, endearing. You're, wrong sort of words I think you're using there. Tolerable. I was thinking exactly that, Lara, just when you put it up. I think it appeared on screen just as I started saying it. Yeah, tolerable. Right, anyway, we're still whizzing along, doing 109, 110, on our way down to Nuneaton. Back to an inside view. Bong. Yeah, I'm impressed with the line. I'm definitely impressed with the train. I don't normally like, as I said, these ones that have got this blocked view, so you're only looking down a little thingy. I like ones with the window going all the way across, which I know this is how it is in real life, because you've got a connecting door thing going on here. But yeah, quite nice, quite well done. A little bit laggy. Yeah, I must message Tux, make sure he's still breathing. He hasn't been around to abuse Nightbot for a while. I must remember to actually program something in so I can get Nightbot to speak to Tux. I must do that. Oh, another train. Oh, he's waiting for a red. Anyway, does that mean there's something stopped up here? This will be interesting now, because that's red because there's something else in the next section of track, isn't there? So we'll have to see now if it's that well done, that the risen of the train on this left-hand track. That one's red as well. Surely that one back there then should have been a single yellow, not a red. Ah, unless that train's just gone through. And that one would have been a red, because that one's a single yellow. So that did work actually. He's about 5 miles from you. Yeah, he's not far. So yeah, it is actually realistic as far as the signal's concerned. I like that. again, we've said this before on streams, that I really, really want multiplayer train sim. Definitely need that, because that would be epic. I've actually got a copy of the old version of Trains, Traniz. They were giving it away a couple of months ago just by subscribing to their newsletter, but the old version, the 2009 version, I've got it, never actually installed it. Don't know if it's actually any good. Yeah, Sam, some sort of multiplayer train sim. It's got to be possible. That just if you ran a red light, you were kicked from the game. Once you know that, because you would get people trying to just crash into each other, wouldn't you? But if you run a red, it puts the brakes on, you get kicked. Simple. It's got to be possible. There's so much traffic on these tracks. Right, 10 miles to go to Nuneaton. Yeah, I only got it because it was free at Trains, but there's a new version out now that does get good reviews. It's like there's an there's a German one as well called EEP. That I've requested a key for but never get given it. Done it a few times. That's some sort of train sim. I think that's a model train simulator or something rather than this. But this thing's whipping along quite nicely. Doing 110, even slightly uphill. That would actually work quite well in Train Sim World, wouldn't it? Because being able to get out and wander around would again be brilliant. I really must do some more in Train Sim World. I might actually look at doing a video in that. Must do that. I was going to say next Friday I could... Blinky, thank you very, very much, sir. And good morning. 14 months in a row. Thank you very, very much, Blinky. Oh, right, AWS, that's double yellows. I'll get back into the cab. And 105 mile an hour speed limit, which I didn't know it's coming up. And then 90 speed limit, which I didn't know it's coming up. See, I was too busy looking at the chat. Single yellow. That's not good. The next one's a red. I'm screwed, so I'm never going to stop. Oh, the lag. It is like playing OMSI. I'm going to run a red light. Well, that was a thing. Okay. That happened. Didn't it? Yeah, better go back to train school. There isn't really a short... We could have a look at one of these class 66s. Don't want to collect empty wagons. I don't like the shunting ones. Okay, let's hold back at that. Game over, man. Game over. It did a bit. They were a bit close, weren't they? I was whipping along at the speed limit, slowing down quite happily, and they were a bit close. There's no way you'd have stopped between them. Yeah, so something like that for MP. Exactly. You run a red light, it slams the brakes on. So I don't like doing the thingy ones. The what's the word? Oh, the career ones, because it will just end the scenario if you run a red. Right, welcome back. We're approaching Rugby from Coventry, following a London-bound passenger service. Are we now? Oh God, it's... Okay. There we go. Right, that's gone to a single yellow. Okay, this is going to be a pig, isn't it? Yeah, I gathered this pressure needle thing. It must be serious. I'm getting the Pringles out. Pringles. So we're not actually putting anything, are we? Putting a load of empty carriages. Not bad. Modelling inside. Got half a horn. And a 60 coming up. Articles to fly. Prepare to stop platform 6. Ensure your train has cleared the points leading through the sidings. Prepared to stop? Platform 6 where? Open up the windows. Can you? Oh. Well, you say that. I didn't put the emergency brakes on. I was looking out the window. Probably a good thing actually, because that light's red. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Thank you. No. I can't open the windows. It does sound nice though. Good thing it did apply the brakes, because otherwise I don't think I would have stopped. But like, so I was too busy trying to look see if I can open the window or not. Open that one. No, I did see the little thing. Oh no, hang on. Oh right, let's go. Brake pressure. Right, needles there. There we go. I'll wait for the brake pressure to release. Right, stop at Rugby platform 6. Oh, it does sound pretty cool though. What open that window? There we go. I don't know why we're stopping a freight train at a platform, but we'll just do as we're told. What did it say? Make sure the rear of the train's clear of the points or something, or keep an eye on that. Train's fairly long, but not overly long. Still can't beat the sound of a diesel though. Especially on tick over. Right, and we come to Rugby. Now I did say make sure the back was clear of the points, which is not. Please reverse train to Rugby North signing 3. Checking the manual points before you move off. That's why it was saying, okay, so I have to go forward first, aren't I? So make sure this is clear of the points. Which it now is. Map. Oh, no, that. Rugby North Siding 3. Which is... where am I? There. So that's set back there now, isn't it? So that's going to go... oh, it should take me all the way back in. Okay. Right, so now set reverse to reverse. Release the brake pressure. And then should go backwards. Hurrah. And hopefully I go down there now. Well, if it hasn't actually set the points, I'm going to go... no, we're okay. I can hear fireworks. Is it bonfire night? Have I been streaming that long? I don't normally like doing this sort of shunting type thing, because I normally muck it up. To me it sounds like a steam engine. Right, so we should now go round into there. And I'm guessing I'm going to have to uncouple some carriages, trucks, whatever they're called, cars, these wagony things. Technical terms, I know them all. See now why when it said make sure you clear the points when you stop. I now know the reason. I didn't think it would be sending me back. But we're managing it so far. We didn't plan on doing a diesel run for this. Right, so in we come into Rugby North Siding 3. 0.22 of a mile, and we've got to stop. Then I'm guessing it will be uncouple some trucks, trains, wagony things, carriages, these things, the little flat long things that hold things. The front in yet, not quite. Must be hard to judge. Just imagine when they are doing these manoeuvres, it's not like the thing's got parking sensors on. So I'm guessing someone gets out and walks all the way down into the train and there's on the radio. Because you can't judge how far away you are from the buffers. Right, the whole train's in now. But we'll try and get relatively close. Right, now what's it going to get me to do? Well done, you can now uncouple the wagons. This is where in Train Sim World you'd obviously get out. So there. Well done. Please take the loco to Durft, where we stay into its next duty. Go via quick up reverse. Okay then. Not backwards, you muppet. Right, so we left our wagons there. Right, we got to go. Oh, blimey. Pick up fuel. We got to pick up diesel. Okay, wasn't prepared for that. Again, in Train Sim World, it'd be pretty awesome if you actually get out, which we've had to do. You'd actually pick up the fuel thing, undo the filler cap and fill the thing up with diesel. Don't think we've ever done that in Train Sim. Must be a smoke going on. So back out onto the main line. I wonder how they know where those wagons are. It's not like they're chipped or anything, is it? No, they've got trackers on them. You're like, well, yeah, I left them around here somewhere. My brakes on a bit. Thank you, Larwood. Yeah, I wouldn't have noticed that at these speeds. Alright, back out onto the main line. Then up to a 60, down to a 40, back up to 75. Does sound pretty nice, this thing, doesn't it? Now I've got a green, so is he waiting for me? On different lines, maybe. 40 coming up. And then a 75. With some lag. Only just speeding. Wow, this thing's pretty quick. Okay, I wasn't prepared for that sort of acceleration. I have got the window open though. Right, go via quick up reverse in 2 miles, then go via thingy line 5. Bing. This is quite impressive. What is this? I don't know what it is. Class Class 66, yeah. Well, this one we had in the Somerset Railway for Train Sim World. Was that Class 66? Right, 25, then a 15 coming up. So there's going to have to be some braking action. And we've got to go via Durft. Whereas I can't just apply the brakes slightly, can I? It's either all or nothing. I suppose I can take them on and then take them off again, can't I? Yeah, that's right, it's me being a donut. Just release the pressure when I get to where I want, hopefully. Without it actually stopping. Daventry International Rail Freight Terminal. Is that where we've just gone through? I've been on the canal at Daventry. Oh, well, this is Daventry International Rail Freight Terminal. Please watch your speed as you enter the yard. Don't stop. Never give up. Damn it. Gosh, it's a tricky bugger this, isn't it? Okay, we'll make our way in slowly. Durft. I prefer Durft. to Daventry International Rail Freight Terminal. Durft sounds better. Where are you going? I'm going to Durft. The WOTC on the outside of the brake pressure dial shows you what it's aiming for. Oh, the WOTC. Is that what it's called? That's its technical term, this bit, the WOTC. Yeah, so that's what you set it as, and that's where it builds up and from in it. So you want that, but then this is what is actually happening, so you can see it approach what you've set. So I suppose you can set that to a minor bit of pressure and it will catch up, but it just seems to be it's either off, you put it on, then try and take it off before the train actually stops. But you get used to it if you spend some time with it. I suppose you would work out the knack, as it were. Right, go via Durft, line 5. Then stop at Durft siding 1. Still quite a bit to do. We don't need the wipers on now. Right, still got to go via showing. Driver, please continue through the yard to Durft siding 1 at the south end. You have one further task to complete. Check that all manual points in the yard area are correctly set as you proceed. The WOTC, too technical for me. Yeah, I know. I nearly struggled with that blinky. Right, stop at Durft siding 1. Now check and see where it wants me to go, then I'll check the points. It does look like we're about to run out of track. I don't know why it's taking us all the way down here when we haven't passed a thingy-doo-dah, what do you call it? Cross the over bit. What the hell are they called? Points. That's the one. We haven't passed one of those. Is that red down there? Is that a technical term? Yeah, I'm all up with the jargon. Across the over bit. Yeah. Well, I'm not risking going through that red light because I'm going to fail the scenario again. But it's got the two little white light things here, which is made me think that perhaps I should go through it. But that will end the scenario if I do that. I'm guessing I've got to come back up here, haven't I? Because it said about refueling. So it wants me to go down there, stop, and then come back up here. But I'm too scared to go through this. I've tried pressing tab it's not letting me past the signal danger thingy. That's the calling on signal. Do you reckon it's safe for me to go then? Right, if this fails and we have to end here, then I'm blaming you two. Okay, we shall proceed with caution. I think it's right would get me to go down there and then show me a red light. That would be a bit odd, but there could be another train in here. Okay. Alright, thank you. You guys were right. You know more than I do. That's where I'm going now. I wouldn't have thought of him back on the main line, so around here would be logical, I'm guessing. Right, and stop down here. I'm thinking it's going to be to go back up there, because it said something about refueling. Okay, I'll stop down here. Don't know if I've stopped too early, whether I actually count this. Okay. Right, now it's going to tell me to go backwards, isn't it? Because it can't go forwards, it's got to be this way. My points minus 787. I do so well. Right, please change ends and run the loco onto the fueling road in the drift loading area. Stop at the fuel pump. Okay, so that into neutral, that off, and then it's that one, that one, that one. Okay, so into forward, no, wrong button, sorry, that one. Right, back the other way. Yeah, I'm just thinking actually, I hope the points are set. I'm just going to stop. And just check the points. So I've got to go to drift. So that's taken me down there. Drift warehouse siding. Drift loading 4 is where I've got to go. So that one. Drift loading 3. That one. Drift loading 4. So that's going to be there. Over there. Okay, that's correct now. On the way in it was set them right, didn't it? But at least now I'm going to end up at the right place. So we'll do this, we'll finish this scenario and then we'll end the stream. A nice little look at Trent Valley. Quite like it, a little bit laggy, but certainly like the fact that we get the announcers on the electric train, and a lot of traffic on the tracks, which is really nice to see. It's a really nice birthday present this was. Slightly annoyed myself now that I hadn't done anything with it sooner. Alright, it's around there. And we got to stop at the diesel pumps. And fill it with fuel. Again, something you never realise that actually happens with these diesel locos is the fact that they need fuel. I'm guessing they don't get great MPG. But we'll make our way up to the fueling point, providing I've got the points set right anyway. It's around there, isn't it? So now disappear off down there, or I got it completely wrong. Up here is the fuel. Right, I'll stop by the fuel, see what it says now. I'm guessing it's going to be good. Please make sure the loco is positioned next to the pump and then fill up with diesel. You can see it going up here. And the counter's going up. 2,500 gallons, 2,600 gallons. That's a lot of fuel. 3,000 gallons. Didn't want to pay that bill. Guessing it holds 4,000 gallons, something like that. Like they've kept it running while they fill it. Surely that's not slightly dangerous. Uh, 4,700 gallons. 5,000 gallons. 5,150 gallons. Wow. Loco is now ready for the next trip. Please stable the Class 66 safely in Loco siding. Go back out to Drift siding 1. Okay. Keep clicking the wrong one, don't I? So Drift siding 1. So I'm there. That's taking me down there. Down there. Down there. So that's going to bring me back. Okay. So I'm okay now. So we need reverser to the way. Release the brakes. Didn't release the brakes enough. And back we go. So yeah, quite nice using the Class 66. Obviously did the Class 350 earlier on, and a quite nice look at Trent Valley. If you're watching this on YouTube and you've got this far, yeah, Train Sim isn't going away from the channel. Last week we had some trucking. Next week, yeah, we'll wait and see. Could be some more Train Sim, could be some trucking, could be something else. But yeah, Train Sim will be staying on the channel, that's for sure. And for those of you watching live, we'll be back after this tomorrow night with some Saturday night MP Euro trucking, carrying on from the short little journey that you haven't seen yet, that a few of us did the other night. That'll be going out on YouTube next Wednesday. But yeah, back tomorrow night with some ETS2 multiplayer. Good bit of fun for a Saturday night, trucking and tunes on a Saturday night. Didn't quite crack without yet. Minus 9,555 points. That's pretty poor, isn't it, when as points go? Minus 10,000. Yikes. So back into the Durft siding we go. Train's all fueled up, ready for the next crew to come and take it out. Our work here is done. Hopefully someone's coming to pick us up from the siding. I've got to walk somewhere. There's a road that runs underneath here, so you'd think, you know, you park your car somewhere in a lay-by or something for the day. So I would have thought you'd start and finish at the same point. There's still time. But there is still time. I could just run a red light or something. So there we go. Don't forget to check out the Discord server, a link to which of course is in the description below. It is a brilliant community over there on Discord. Yeah, we are looking for a few more people though to participate and join in a bit more. Looking for a few more people to post stuff. There's a lot of people in Discord, 130 something I think. It's only the same sort of 7 or 8 people that actually post things in Discord. So We are looking for a few more people that will actually post stuff, share stuff, get involved, interact with us lot that are posting regularly. Don't be afraid. We don't bite, apart from chaos. So there we go. It's going to end the scenario here. Really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed the look at Trent Valley. Nice using the Class 350. Nice using the Class 66 as well. Shame we didn't get us to shut the train down. That would be quite satisfying, which you would get in Train Sim World. We'll have to do next time we do a Train Sim stream. It's probably 2 weeks today. We might do some Train Sim World just for a change, because in that you'd actually have to shut the train down. Please change cabs once more and head to the loco siding at the north end of the yard. What? It's not over yet. You just told me to park it here. Fiddly flump. I thought that was going to be it. Right. I'll make sure that... we'll keep doing that. Right. So we haven't quite finished yet. So we're there. And we've got to go to the loco siding. Which is... where? Loco siding. There. Blimey. So that's coming round there. That's coming round there. So that's right. Okay. Alright, so we haven't finished yet then. So in that case, there is still time for me to get below that 10,000 points. Up and down this same bit of track all the time. Which I suppose you've got to do when you're changing points and things. I do like the way this thing just ticks over. I don't know why, if it's setting all these points for me, why can't it set the one right to go and fuel? You can turn the engine off at the end if you want. It probably won't let me, will it? Because it'll end us. All the lights have just come on. Look. That's quite satisfying. Shame there's a bit more traffic around here. We saw a load of traffic when we're on the main line. Load of trains. We haven't even seen anything go up and down this line since we've been in here, which there would be. There would be trains whizzing up and down there based on the frequency of trains when we were going up and down this line. There would have been quite a lot. So that's a little bit of a missing detail, I think, there, that there isn't enough movement. Quite the fact we've got these little things going off into these engine sheds and stuff. That's quite cool. As we trundle along to this time, it's make sure actually he's not going to tell us to go back to bloody Stafford again. No, stop at Drift Loco siding. We're actually 5 minutes late. So the end is in sight. So again then, a really enjoyable look at Trent Valley. A very nice birthday present, thank you very much. I will do some more in it, as well as other routes in the UK. I do want to do a lot of UK train sim. It's quite nice knowing the places that we're actually going through. And I sort of, a little bit, possibly, maybe, understand a tiny bit of the UK signalling network. Signalling systems, rather. Sort of. A little tiny bit. I know, don't run a red one. We found that out earlier. Where the hell's it taking me? I'm guessing down there. Not going to be in that one, surely. Yeah, can you just park this furthest away point that you possibly can from where you just were, please? Thanks very much. So those people you see in supermarket car parks that park as far away from everybody as they can. Which I've done in the past when I've had brand new cars, and then you come back to your car and someone's parked right next to you. I wonder if it's the same with trains. Right, don't crash into the buffers. Right, now are we done? Don't know what it's waiting. Very well done. That's the last duty of the day. There we go. Well, we succeeded on that and we didn't score anything. So we did really well. Emergency brake settings and late and everything going on there. Not really the best, was it? But there we go. Really enjoyed that look at West Coast Main Line, Trent Valley. So yeah, back with some more train sim, hopefully in the next week or so if you're watching this on YouTube and you've got this far, well done. If you're watching this live, then back tomorrow night, 6:30 for some Euro trucking in multiplayer, where a few of the people that have been chatting tonight, Blinky, Larwood, Captain Chaos, hopefully will be joining me tomorrow night for some trucking and tunes on a Saturday night, so tune in for that one. And yeah, plenty of content still to come out on YouTube. Bit of OMSI, bit of Fernbus, some tourist bus, some trucking coming, some flight coming, plenty of stuff to come. So I'm going to end that there. Enjoy the rest of your Friday evening. I'll be back tomorrow night. If you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.